Hello and welcome back to your South King County real estate update. Today is January 28th, 2022, and I'm back here with your South King County real estate news. My name's Sarah Eggleston with Stone Egg Realty at John L. Scott. I'll go ahead and jump right into those slides. Okay, so as I said before, it is January 28th, 2022, and this is your South King County real estate update. Last weekend, I actually had COVID, so I had to have somebody else take my clients out to view a property. A property came up and I thought it was perfect for them. They got out there and checked it out and they loved the house. And weren't too fond of the neighborhood. They really want something that they can rent out on Airbnb, and they didn't think that area was going to be super marketable. So they decided to pass on that one. But I called and followed up with the listing agent, and there were a lot of offers. She hadn't gotten an exact number to me, but I know there was a handful in there. So and that one is now pending. It went super fast. And that one, they made sure to wait till the review date. And I must have checked in at least 2 or 3 times, like, are you waiting until the review date? Because if they want to make an offer on this house, I don't want them to miss out. Because there's been a couple where they've either gone pending before we got a chance to see it, or they went pending well before the offer review date. So if the home came on, homes are coming on like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday time period, being online over the weekend. If they make it that far, some of them are going pending the same day. Like, seriously, things are going super fast. But the offer review, if they wait till the offer review date, that's Monday or Tuesday, and it's pending. So there is a lot on the market right now that is less than 6 days on the market. It's insane how fast things are turning over. So if you're looking to purchase a home in the near future, I would start as early as possible, get your financing locked down and completely in order. So when you do find that perfect spot, you're ready to pounce on the same day it lists, because it might not be there the next day. So I'll go ahead and jump back on into slides. So this one actually came out today in the Seattle Times. Buyers vie for fewer homes as listings decline. So our inventory, this is a national article, even though it's from the Seattle Times, but nationwide, we have the lowest inventory that we've seen in more than 2 decades. This is crazy how few homes are on the market. Generally, we would expect fewer homes to come on the market during the winter, but these homes that are coming on, there are fewer homes coming on the market, and those that do come on get swooped up so fast. I'm telling you, it's crazy. There's a lot of lack of inventory. There's just nothing to look at for buyers. And I mean, we had more home sales in 2021 than we had since 2006. That's crazy. As far as the numbers for sale, last month, it was the fewest on record going back to 1999. The holiday season, the colder weather, and the coronavirus surge may have affected these home sales. But like I said, they're getting snapped up so quickly that if you're looking at new listings online on a Tuesday, there's going to be nothing online on the market. So you got to check it out right before the weekend, see what comes on, because by Tuesday, that's going to be pending probably. So in December 2019, before the pandemic, there were 40.5% more homes on the market than in December 2021. 40% less, that's crazy. There's just, like I said, nothing to choose from. I'm sounding like a broken record now. They're expecting housing demand to continue to be very high over the next year, but there's a lot of people that are holding off on selling their home because they don't have anywhere to move to. So if we get more supply available, then we'll have more supply become available. It's kind of like a cyclical thing. home builders are expected to build a lot of homes this year. They had a really strong 2021. In fact, the US home builders broke ground on nearly 1.6 million housing units last year, a 15.6 increase over 2020. A lot of these homes, like I said, they're breaking ground, but supply chains are slowing the development of these homes. It's been challenging to get them from sticks in the ground to sold. And mortgage rates are going up as well. This could knock some buyers out of the market. Those at the lower end, they might not be able to recover the difference of those higher mortgage rates, but also people may choose to stay in their current home rather than move. If they just refinanced and have an incredible rate, they may think, well, it's not worth moving to a new home and getting that higher interest rate in addition to it. So we'll just stick where we are with our crazy low interest rate and ride it out. So this one came out a little over a week ago. So Blue Origin is rumored to be taking over the Long Acres campus, which Boeing used to use. We know Unico, the company that owns Blue Origin, spent $100 million to acquire this Renton property, nearly 210,000 square feet. So it is, this is the New Kent warehouse. Blue Origin also purchased warehouse. So 210 square feet in addition to the 95,000 square foot office in Renton. So this is a growing company. We can see that they have a lot of jobs lined up that they'll need to fill. Unico has a few different companies, so it may be a multi-use facility or it may just be Blue Origin. They haven't quite figured that out yet, but they're working on developing the plans and finalizing everything. But however it shakes out, this is going to be a lot of jobs coming to the Renton area. So that could bode well for housing values in our area. Also in Renton, the University of Washington leases the FAA building in Renton. This one hasn't been used in a really long time. University of Washington leased 2 of the 5 floors of the Renton office building on Lind Avenue. This could be a really good thing for Renton and Tukwila. Looks like Renton office space is increasing in demand as of very recently, and there is 26% of the office space in the area that is vacant. The price for renting the commercial space has also gone down. So I think that the price drop is luring some other companies to the area, and hopefully we'll see a little bit more of office business vitality in the downtown Renton area. This one was a fun little article that came out in Seattle Met today. These Seattle suburbs are the ones to watch. I thought it was interesting that about half of them were on the south end, the other half were on the east side. There was nothing mentioned on north of Seattle at all. So I wanted to just touch base on this. Jovia, West Hill, this is near Federal Way in Auburn. Price growth year over year was 22.92%, bringing it up to 590,000. Renton, Benson Hill area, so just south of the downtown Renton core. They have a lot of growth going on here too, 24.26%, raising to a median sales price of $639,950, so right about $640. Black Diamond and Maple Valley, they had 26.12% growth to 702,500. There was 3 or 4 other cities that were mentioned in this article that were all on the east side in Issaquah, Bellevue area. So I just thought it was interesting that so many of the South End neighborhoods were called out in this article. And that brings us to our Market Stat Minute. We had 451 new listings, 683 pending, and 320 sold in King County in the last week. And as I said before, the new listings, we're looking at this on a Friday. This was pulled today. If I was to come back here on Tuesday and pull the same snapshot, this number would be much lower because a lot of these new listings will filter into the pendings column over the course of the weekend. For our area specific, you can see Renton had 29 new listings and 35 pendings. Kent, they had fewer new listings compared to their pendings, 21 to 35. Federal Way is looking a lot like Kent, so 12 new listings to 25 pendings. And Auburn is also pretty high demand, 21 new listings and 34 pending. So you can see all of the pendings far outweigh the listings. Renton actually has the most available compared to the number of pendings at the moment. And last week, our weekly average mortgage rate was 3.56. And this week, we are holding pretty steady at 3.55. The Fed has signaled that they will be issuing a series of interest rate hikes, and the first one will be in March. So there's a lot of speculation that's leading into that. I expect interest rates to rise leading into that actually happening. Yesterday, there was an unemployment report that came out. There are fewer applications for unemployment this week after 3 weeks of increases leading up to it. And for our daily mortgage rate, we are actually at 3.69, which is down slightly from yesterday. Remember, our weekly average rate is generally a Monday to Monday comparison. So by the time I come to you on Fridays, it is a little outdated, even though the report only came out a day ago. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out. I would love to have a conversation with you about the real estate market in your specific area. I would love to be able to drill down to exactly everybody's area in this report, but I cover too large of an area to do that, and I don't want to have you sit through a 3-hour show. So I would love to provide that information directly to you. If you are curious about your home's value or what's happening in a specific area, please just reach out, shoot me a DM, and we'll get that conversation going. I would love to chat. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back here again next week, Friday at 3 p.m. with your South King County real estate news. For now, Sarah Eggleston with Stone Egg Realty at John L. Scott, signing off. Have a great week, everyone.